ironic.
You know the truth is the truth, that's all I know. Cry loud and spare not, you gon' get exposed. A few real niggas left, you not one of those. Real soldiers, we was born to stand 10 toes. If he ain't one West, that nigga not one of mine. He got a purple 12, me, I got a black 9. The truth is the wife of my youth, chopping my concubine. Had to die to get my rib, that bitch forever mine. You know the game, a bishop gotta be blameless. But GMS teaching niggas to be rapists. They screaming we snitch. When Joey Morgan was killed by your brother, y'all ain't say shit. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs.
Hey, 100 deep, 100 shields on, that's 100 priests. 100 boots, that's 200 feet. Tongue like a sword when I fucking speak. Teach you how to fish instead of fucking leech. Stop selling drugs instead of trying to fuck with me. Knowledgeable, but I'm rude in my fucking speech. Life is about warfare, not no fucking peace. Hey, bitch, I cry loud when I fucking speak. Make them wait a year before they fuck with me. Turn a street nigga to a fucking priest. Cross a priest, and I promise you forever sleep.
This shit education. Feel like David Ruffin had to walk away from my temptation. Steady elevating with every step. I guess I'm escalating. Still, this Mac hit you like a truck if it escalated. Silly niggas wearing buckets, trusting in emancipation. We need separation, cause your Howard ordained segregation. I be teaching the teachers and seeking the seekers. We in the game, these fake groups be all in the bleachers.
It feel good to get set free. Home of the truth, the place where I'd rather be. I'ma do it right and they ain't taking back streets. Hardcore warfare, this is life of a priest. And we don't bow down to our enemies. And if they hated Christ, then call me Chris, cause they gon' hate me. It behoove you to listen for your safety. I don't swear to God, but this shit ain't safe, B. The earth was given to the wicked, can't you fucking see? Get everything for the truth, count your life cheap. Married to the game, the truth is my wifey. That shit forever, nigga, that's how life be. They was nevers with us, blood type, AB. All bitch, nigga, that's all I see. The devil's destination gon' be slavery. Real Jew, nigga, the kingdom was made for me.
Yeah, just simply direct them. Hey, shalom. Lord Christ to everybody, man. Man, you need what?
I gotta grab the cheese too.
It ain't that hard. Hey, the water. Sean, the brother outside wants some food. Give him one of these boxes and take some of that cheese out the refrigerator and put it in the box. See how easy that was?
Yeah, I don't want to order your son.
Yeah, man. You don't know how regular work. Don't worry about it. Hey, how everybody doing, man? Shalom, man.
Oh, no,
We're gonna get it cracking in this piece for real.
Yeah, he leaving.
Yeah, that's because y'all taking so long. Sean, y'all go let him know y'all here y'all come. Before he leave without that food.
Even on the podcast, we showing brotherhood.
Yeah, man.
Passing out food.
Let him know that y'all about to bring out the food because he about to walk off. But yeah, man, we're gonna get this started real nice and easy as usual. Your main host, Kazak Amav. This is our guest host. I'm not sure if he's gonna become a main host as well. Barak Yah, and of course your other main host, Awadi over there, man. And yeah, we just gonna get it popping as usual, man. We got these videos and all this other stuff. So today, man, my supervisor asked me what was the difference between the schools, the purple dudes and us, and whatever. And I was telling them, yeah, because it's a guy I had to work with that was in the purple gang. Right. Yeah, I had to work with him or whatever. And yeah,
yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. Let me give my supervisor a warning or whatever. So he thought we was just gonna be like the Crips and Bloods. It was gonna be some crazy beef and all of that other stuff, man. But
Right.
I'm like, no, it shouldn't typically end in that type of situation. But you know, when you get into that workplace, talking about certain stuff, you know, if it sound political or anything of the such, they be tripping out, man. So I really hate the fact. I say that to say this. I hate the fact that people created so many schisms because now we just look like your average gang that's beefing all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Do y'all put cheese in there? All right, make sure y'all lock that door. Make sure that brother get his food. He ain't hungry, man. So anything y'all want to, you know, speak on before we get these videos started?
Oh man, just to add on to what you were saying, my rib has a friend, or I'll say associate. Her husband is with the IUIC, I
Yeah.
believe, whatever they call it, Purple Group, and she said he wants to meet me. I don't know what for or about. What you think we about to talk about, man? Why we are divided? Because I don't want to talk about that with you. I just want to go out on a casual date and just enjoy myself. Not talk about that with you, because I know that brother probably is emotional, or whatever the case may be. But I just know the brother might be emotional
You
because
know,
he's gonna bring it up because obviously my rib told me about it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I had chopped it up with the brother, and he straight up asked me like, so what's the static between our two schools? And, you know, I went straight into it. You know, I ain't no holds barred for me. It was a subject I would love to have anyway. So we got off into it, and the first thing I brought up was the Joy Morgan, and he was like, well, you know, they wasn't married, and we told her not to move in with him, and we told him not to do this. I'm like, but at the same time, you're responsible for your members. What actions did y'all take? You know what I'm saying? What did y'all do to prevent it? Why didn't y'all pay for a funeral? Why didn't y'all come speak up for this sister's death? That y'all didn't speak up on nothing? Why is that? And his response was, as far as the funeral, was the simple fact of they was trying to have a Baptist or a Catholic type funeral, and they was like, if we paying for the funeral, then you gotta have a funeral the way we say you gotta have a funeral. You can't just have a funeral any type of way, or else we not gonna pay for it. So I'm like, how is that? If I hit your car and wrecked your car, wouldn't I have to pay for your car? He said, yeah. I'm like, can I tell you what kind of car you could buy with the money that I give you? Or can I say, if you ain't gonna buy the car I want you to buy, I can't give you this money? Then he said, I see what you're saying. So he understood everything I was saying and really couldn't even refute what the things I was saying. He just chalked it up and said, you know, it's just we all follow our leaders, man, and it'll take the leaders to sit down. But I'm like, well, Commander General Hunter did call y'all to come sit down and come back to the UPK. But he like, would you do that if you were so high ranked? Yeah, because I falsified a group. I made myself a leader, and I, you know, that's not legit. So you would have to just bow out. You would have to bow out. If you feel like you know so much and you doing so much for the truth, then starting at the bottom shouldn't be that hard. You should get ranked up pretty fast, don't you think?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You able to be the leader of a group of millions or 1,000, however many they got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You able to lead all of them. So you mean to tell me you can't blow past a trooper and blow past a 50? I mean, as a leader, you are a servant. Christ did wash the feet of his disciples, didn't he?
Yes.
So you should know how to serve with no problem. This shouldn't be a problem. As a leader, you have to serve your people anyway. So yeah, man, it was a conversation that kind of ended in him thinking for a second and just saying, you know what, we just follow our leaders. He's saying basically, once my leader decide that he gonna sit down or join with y'all, then you know I guess he'll consider it then. I really don't know how that go with them, man. It threw me off. I'm like, yeah, it seemed like you just there just because this the place you landed first.
Just because you got purple. That's his favorite color, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Because, and you know what else that let you know, so like you, sir, if I may, that let you know that they don't care about what's right and what's wrong. They don't care. For instance, my rib worked with one of them, and one of them, knowing that me and my rib was together, still tried to holler at my rib.
Oh damn.
They lack brotherhood.
Yeah, they don't. he still tried. He got fired like a week or two later, but still, like that was insane.
Yeah, that was Lord.
That was insane.
Get him away from my prophet's rib.
That was. I just couldn't. I was. She was like, he told me that they don't care about that. I'm like, he said what?
That's because they figure if she ain't got a ring on her finger, then she don't belong to nobody.
Oh, they believe in American laws.
Yeah, only that. But all right, we finna get off into these videos. I gotta do some more sharing and stuff real quick anyway. So I'm gonna let y'all take off once this video ends.
All right.
In our natural state before they get in a real relationship with us. Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
I think men
I'm gonna play that one more time. Let me play that one more time.
I got
in our natural state before they get in a real relationship with us. Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
No.
Oh, my bad. That's me. Go ahead. Y'all take off.
Go ahead, Wally. You go first, Wally. I'm gonna wait.
That is a serious problem. That's actually sad. It's very sad for a female to think in that manner. She said that he's trying to strip you. Like you can maintain the makeup and things of that nature. It's cool, fine, and dandy. I'm not saying it's wrong to wear those things, but I'm saying you look good without them.
Then she says it's maintenance.
Yeah,
that is not maintenance.
That's not maintenance. Like, what is she talking about here? Like that, and that show you, man. That's why it's so sad because she feel like without those things, she is nothing.
Right. I agree.
Okay, so the first thing she said is the man said this. He said that. He told you what it was. He said, I want to see you without makeup. He want to see what you actually look like. If you look at the picture of her, watch those lights. You keep bumping that light.
Yeah, so
but if you look at the picture of her, she don't look the same as she look with and without makeup. So if you look at it, she's actually not that attractive of a person. But makeup give her the confidence that she need. So when he said that he wanted to see what she looked like without makeup, she got in her feelings because she knew she wouldn't be comfortable. You can see the fact, you can hear the fact. The first thing she said, I feel. She went to what she felt like because she got right in her feelings because she needs that makeup. This is not this is not maintenance. This is not her plucking bushy eyebrows and leaving it that, or just to wash up or skincare, brushing your teeth. Those things are maintenance, deodorant, trimming her armpits. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. She's completely changing the way she looks. So she need a way to defend herself against what he's saying. He's saying, I want to see you without makeup. Oh, she got to jump to an offense to defend herself so she don't have to go without that makeup.
The defense is you can't afford it.
Right. It always goes to finances. It has nothing to do with if I say I want to see how you act outside this environment. It don't mean I can't afford for you to be in the environment. It just means I want to see how you act outside this environment. Some things that you present with this makeup are falsified. This is not what you look like. I want to see what you look like.
It's too enhanced.
You know what I'm saying? Is completely different. You see these sisters putting on makeup, they don't look the same. If you meet her, if you meet a sister that got on makeup, the whole shebang, and then she go home and wash her face and come back out, like just take a shower, throw on some clothes and come back out, you would have to re-meet her. You would think that was a different person.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that he want to see. He don't want to be tricked. It's like people get mad when men don't want to be tricked by anybody.
Catfish.
Yeah, you just got to go with the flow, whatever they present to you, and that's just not being a man. That's just not being wise at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's saying. But I guess in her defending herself, she decided, oh, he must can't afford to take me here to get this makeup. One, why do he have to afford it? He
Man.
don't. He's not the one that wanted it. You do.
Men
Right.
are gonna pay for that.
Yeah, he rather see you regular, so he'll know that he don't want you at all.
Right.
You're not even attractive to him for real. It was the makeup you, the drawn you, the fake version of you. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't look the same at all. That's what he was attracted to. That's what he approached. Now, when you wash your face, now you got to see if he really even wants you. It's not the fact that he don't. Let's just say, would you buy a car that remember on those game shows they have like the prize behind the curtain?
Yeah.
It's like you having to pay for that. Like I can say, here, man, just give me $400 for this thing I got in the box.
Right.
You gonna be like, well, shit, what's in the box?
Yeah, let me see it.
Let me see what's in the box. Nah, you just got payment for. Nah, I ain't comfortable. Unless you just be like, man, maybe it's something. You got to go out on a whim to you got to walk on the edge to actually just pay for something you don't even know what you're getting for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mystery box.
Yeah, when you go buy a car, you check that car out. You have to start the car, check the motor, check the trans, check all this different stuff. Still have to check engine light. Come on, you have to check all these different things. When you choosing a woman, you have to see what you're getting. Men want to see visually what they getting. It doesn't make sense for me to for you to jump straight to you can't afford it. Well, I don't know if I want to afford it because I don't know what you look like.
Where did it come? Where did they even come from?
I don't know, but in the day and age of drag queens and cross dressers and all this other stuff, that makeup stuff gotta go because niggas is confused. Be like literally, y'all look just like the fake version because both of y'all painting on the face.
And, man, sir, if you could, that right there, I just want to elaborate on that. Wearing that makeup because, like you said, with the transgender and the women of today, you would get them confused.
Yeah,
because you covering up your face, you covering up your essence, you covering up what makes you a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because now a man is got all this makeup on and covering up his beard, and you over here trying to cover up your little black heads or a little pimple here, a little like that's
I'm
little,
like,
that's
some of them girls be ugly as hell.
They do,
but that would
Yeah,
help
they
us
look
out.
old and they unattractive, and that makeup make them look like what they wish they looked like.
Well, it will help us out though. That's what I'm trying to say.
How are you tricking somebody into thinking you're attractive? You know what I'm saying? Go find somebody that actually wants you for what you look like. That's the best thing.
That's the best thing for you.
That's it. I don't understand anything else. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
But I get what you're saying. A lot of girls that are attractive or that would be attractive to you. I ain't gonna say it's who's not attractive.
Right.
You're attractive to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Men gonna go hunt for it. It's hard to miss. Like it's hard for a woman to say she can't get no man. She's trying to get a man that she typically feel like wouldn't want her. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what it is. And that shit ain't gonna work, man. It's just not gonna work. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna have to see you for what you are. And the moment he do, and he's gonna feel tricked, and he's gonna be out of there. And then guess what she gonna do? Blame him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his fault because you tricked him. If he act rich, it's the same thing as dudes acting rich. You ever seen like dudes get on Instagram, Facebook, and floss other people's stuff? You got a loaf of money, so I take your loaf of money and I take pictures with it to make it look like I'm rich.
Right.
I go stand by your car to make it look like I'm rich. I mean, I'm in the Airbnb walking around like this my house, like I just bought it. Just got the keys, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just faking it all the
Just
way.
a phony.
And then when I get the girl, I get with the girl. Come to find out I live with my mama. She's gonna feel tricked.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game that y'all playing, and y'all can't get mad at people or try to put false accusations on people according to what you feel and say that they wrong. No, it's you. You're a liar. You're lying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're a scammer. You just scammed him into messing with you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead.
Oh, the water. Sorry. I was just about to say just a little bit about we had to really explain these things to women for them to really understand what we are getting at. We got to give those type of examples and really go in detail for women to understand where we coming from about being tricked. That's it.
I'm just saying, a white rag will humble a lot of people. That's all I'm saying.
It will too.
A quick throw a bucket of water on some of these women, and they will be very humble. You know what I'm saying? Like Men, it ain't too much we can do. They can pretend to be richer than they are or have more than they say they can have, which you're gonna find out eventually. But we don't get the luxury of saying like, oh, she a no good female. She a no good female. You don't get the luxury. They get the luxury of just lying. You know what I'm saying? According to their feelings, you wore all this stuff to get them, and it was all fake. The lashes fake, the face fake, because it's drawing on. The face don't look like what you look like. Look at this face. Look at her with and without the makeup. It don't look the same.
In our natural state before they get in a real relationship with us. Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money.
Now, I don't believe that picture is the girl that's talking in the video because her makeup don't look like it was done that well. It looked like she got on a white mask, like a Robin type of mask. But okay, I'll say this. I ain't got a beef with all makeup. Light makeup, you still look like you, cool. But once I look at you and be like, here? Like, is that you? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you look completely dog. You know what I'm saying? And then that makeup that just look like they just threw a bunch of white powder on their face. I think they call that foundation.
Well, I don't know what it called.
She look like she painted herself.
Yeah, with clown paint. They face just look white. As soon as the light hit them, you embarrassed because it's just white all over her face and it on the shoulder. Anybody she hugs.
Speaking about white, you know what women call that? Caked up.
Yeah, caked up makeup.
Yeah, caked up because there's so much on your goddamn face.
Yeah, as soon as the light hit her, she looked like Krusty the Clown. It's just all white on her face. I never understood what that was or why people lie and say that, oh, the makeup is horrible. I can tell it's horrible, so I know y'all can tell it's horrible.
Foundation is all, like you said, foundation.
Light makeup is cool.
I didn't see her picture at first, Salaki, but she looked like a whole nother color. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it even changed the shape of their nose.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, some of these makeup artists are literally that artists because they take. You ever seen a video? I think it'd be like Africans. They'd be like hideous Africans, and then they'd do the makeup. It'd be like, what's the song they were playing? They'd be like Snatch. You wanna his soul.
I heard
Snatch. And then as they doing part of the stuff, and then they'd be like, they'll put their hand up from the camera and take it back, and then it'd be
the whole other person.
You be like, what the hell?
Like, what the fuck is that your sister?
It's like the Blair Witch at first, and then you come back looking like a supermodel.
Man,
you can change races and everything.
Speaking about songs, you know they got that new song by YNJ. He from here. I think he's from Flint with the Rio and them. But the song is called this. Why do you look like that with your? Oh my God! What he said?
That's a long title.
Do you look like that with your makeup on?
Do you look like that with your makeup off?
Yeah, something.
I don't know,
but that's the new thing now.
I can understand that question because everything else is just crazy. B. Next video, y'all ready?
Come.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You gotta push through it.
Okay.
You did it?
A little boy and his accused killer, one of many seemingly harmless videos sent to Chance Crawford's mother by Ernest Lamar Love. Chance's mother, Charlene Safour, speaking out for the first time since her son's death earlier this week. Safour says she met Love at the Amazing Church in Lake Elsinore, where Love was a minister and a prophet. But just hours into this so-called prophet babysitting Chance last Thursday night, Love drove the 6-year-old to the ER and called Chance's mom.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head.
Brain swelling, according to the DA, but there were more injuries. Raw, gaping wounds on Chance's backside. The district attorney's office says that Love beat the 6-year-old with a large piece of lumber.
My son suffered. He died a brutal death. It was brutal. He did not deserve to go out that way.
At the church, this prophet was apparently a wolf in sheep's clothing, accused of inappropriate behavior with women here.
Now, with this right here, it's getting to the point where it's hard not to just look at people like, you ain't learned this about the Christian church yet. That Christian church always got some weirdos coming out of there. Here he is doing his regular predatory thing where they act all amazing with the mother and all of that stuff and get in good with her, and now she's letting him babysit her son. And he's making videos and sending it to her, just acting like he's this great citizen. They tell me he's the pastor at this amazing church. And here it is. They talking about he's had cases where people have said he's been inappropriate with the women. And you leaving they ignore it all the time about the pastors. They did it with they do it with TDJs. They did it with what's the one I always bring up?
Eddie Long.
They did it with Eddie Long. Even after he was convicted,
What about
they
Franklin?
still
What about what's his name?
Kurt Franklin.
Kurt Franklin.
They do it with all of these pastors. They ignore all these different red flags and they trust them for whatever reason. And he need food. Get him food. They trust him for whatever reason. And then they end up finding out that they should have never trusted him at all. And that's what's crazy about it. Here she is trusting her son.
Hold on.
He need food.
Get food first. Yes.
And then you just can't trust anybody with your kids. Understand, predators are professionals at making you feel like they are safe. Your kids are safe with them. They're professionals. Just as we can say it and we can prove it, but it's your child. How do you let somebody prove that? What proof do you have? You know what I'm saying? Here we are, organization, and we'll say that your kid is safe here. You're safe here. You understand? But they will say the same thing, and they go overboard to try to show you that your kid is safe with them, and then they do this. Like she said, her kid was with him, and he just took some type of head trauma. He told him he was doing jumper jacks. Then come to find out he beat him with a gaping piece of wood.
2x4.
Like a 2x4. He had him on his backside, on his back, and on his rear end, where he's beating him in the back with a piece of wood.
And his head.
And beat him till he was unalive. And that's sick, man. This Christian church, this is not new. This is actually very common with the Christian church. It keeps happening. And you keep finding that these black women are entrusting their kids with people that's not worthy of it. Just because he said the moment he say he a Christian pastor, run. Get far away from. It's no good church. None of them. Stay away from them. If I find that's like sending your kids to be a altar boy. If you're an altar boy, what's more than likely gonna happen to you?
They're gonna get molested.
By who?
By the priest.
How do we know this?
Because it always
happens. How in the hell the Pope got all these molestation cases and everybody's ignored it? Right. But you would still send your son to be an altar boy. You would still send them to Catholic school. It's like now we just doing it on purpose. Now we just doing it on purpose. You seen the iron was hot, but you keep grabbing it.
Right.
Come on, we doing it on. You didn't want to believe, and now the Lord forced you to believe it. It's like, what are we doing here, man? Like y'all go ahead, man. If y'all got something on that.
You want to go?
If I could, sir.
Go ahead.
Just briefly want to touch on. I used to go to the Christian church, and what makes this story heavy is because it was one of them youth pastors that always get with the kids, sing and dance with them, and I believe not that long ago, about 2 years ago, he get caught for touching on the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, this thing was continually to happen over the years and just now get brought up to the light in the news, and he's facing charges now.
Yes,
he's facing charges.
That's sick. Any place that said "come as you are," you don't want to be there.
No.
Don't trust your kid with anybody in a place that said "come as you are." If you doing any type of weirdoism, just come on in. And now he's the youth pastor.
And not only that, with the dude, they said he called himself some kind of prophet or some nonsense like that. When you hear those titles with Christian pastors and they get themselves some kind of super title, they can see God and God talk directly to them. They are always the one that's touching the kids. They'll be the main ones that's always doing whatever it is behind the scenes they should not be doing.
And here it didn't say he was he just beat the kid.
Beat him.
Beat him. I thought in Christianity the Lord forgave everybody. And they loved everybody. This wasn't love. He beat this kid until he was no longer alive.
And what I don't understand is, why do they continue to trust these people? Like, I can't do it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
It's insane to me. And you brought out a heavy point. At some point, it gotta be, you have to start pointing the finger at yourself.
Yeah.
because you know the end results. You know this. You see it all the time. It happened at my church that I used to go to when I was in the world.
Yeah.
Overage person sleeping with a younger age person, got her pregnant.
Yeah.
It happens everywhere.
Them
And
hitting on
AJ
married women, it don't change. It ain't changed.
It's a place full of deviants.
I just
But
go ahead, Salaki, sir.
oh, but the problem is everybody enjoys sin, so that's why they stay there because they can sin as long as they in there. The pastor accept them with their sins.
Is this
They
Marlboro?
don't ever have to. They don't ever have to change anything, and that's why they allow those things.
That's
to
why
happen.
they allow that stuff because they gonna sweep it up under the rug every time. Man, shout out to Marlboro. That's Marlboro in the chat.
Katab.
Yeah. If I can
no, that ain't Katab. That's Marlboro.
If I can add to that, with both of your brothers,
yeah,
who qualifies the youth pastor to deal with the kids? Who are you? Have you ever been a teacher? Daycare, it's always men. It's never women.
It don't matter because women do it too.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm just saying, you never been around kids, don't work with kids.
Yeah.
Who are you to when you just volunteer your services? Like, yeah, I want to work with the kids.
And you know what? That's a heavy point because who's qualified to watch your kids? what qualifications or what standards are you holding this job to where you just letting anybody? Oh, he's a pastor. Here you go, watch the kids. Even though I know what be happening with these pastors and these kids, these popes and these boys. Like, come on, man. The church ain't been a safe place in a long time. Not for black people, it haven't. It's not a safe place. It's not a safe place for your kids. I know a lesbian right now that says she's a lesbian because she found out in church that she liked this activities that she do with other women. She found it out on the back pew under a blanket with another kid.
Good night.
Yeah. You know, and it's not even safe to have your kids around kids.
Nope.
Because kids demonstrate these things.
Yeah.
You say you a call-in number?
Yes.
Let me get you. I'm gonna get a call-in number just for you, man.
Especially because like they in that environment where kids are not protected.
John.
Yeah.
So kids are going through all types of things in their household, and whatever the pastor might be doing to them, the neighbor might be doing to them. They don't have that field of protection in the Christian church.
Right. So, I about to say the call-in number is 426-2364.
And just to add on what Wyatt was saying, oh my goodness, Salakia.
It skipped your mind. If you want to call in, it's 426. It was 313-426-2364.
Okay, it just popped back in. What the brothers bringing out so heavy is because that you tell your kids if you are walking in the street, you know, don't get no candy from strangers. Kids is not even consciously thinking that the youth pastor or the first lady is going.
So keep going. Finish it.
The first lady is going to touch them. They not even thinking about it because they was taught at a young age. Don't answer the door. Don't get candy from strangers, that people that you don't know. So when you go in that church, your mama, it's already in your mind like, okay, we come here every Sunday. They are not even consciously aware they're in danger of getting touched.
Yeah. They trusting who their parents told them. Let me take this call real quick.
Yeah.
Merber. Can you hear us? Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, man. You on Word to the Unwise podcast. What's going on with you?
Not much, my lord. Man, Barack, y'all just made a heavy point when he asked who's qualifying these people. And like y'all was bringing out, like there's a lot of in this society where people look at individuals just based off of their appearance, maybe their status, and they don't do their due diligence to find out if they really qualified to be around their kids. They don't even do that with their pastors. Is he qualified to teach me the word of God? They don't back check and find out if, is what he's saying is true. Because half the time in church, they go over scripture. Ain't nobody opening up their Bible and actually looking to see if that's what he's talking about or not. They read that one verse and they hoop and holler, foam at the mouth for a little bit, and then they got that organ player to get them in the quote unquote spirit.
He said,
but that's a heavy point that y'all. But that's a heavy point that Braga was bringing out when he asked who qualifies these individuals, and I think that needs to be at the forefront. What makes a person qualified to be around your kids, to teach your kids.
Damn right. How you gonna take that brother point and come hevier than he did? He can't hear you. The phone calls and that shared. Oh, you. I can't do that either. Hey, but look, hey, do me a favor and share this into the group chat, man, so all the brothers can get in on it.
Kind of what kind, sir?
All right, post a call in number in there too.
Kind of what kind, sir?
All right, Lord Christ, mighty man.
Shalom, never some shit with that.
All right, we back, man. Yeah, that was a heavy point that you brought in, man. The last point you made, I wasn't feeling that one.
I think that was even more heavier.
You thought it was heavier?
I think that was heavier.
Why'd you break the tie?
Did a good job, sir.
Oh, I did. Come on, which one, sir? Which one? First one or the second one? In your opinion?
He ain't even listening to you. Look at him. He like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know. This is just a good job, man. I got to go to Hebrew Academy. I'm good. Everything was great.
Everything's been good.
All right. I'll take it.
Here, man. We're going to hit this next video. Shout out.
Oh, Shala.
Awaja couldn't be a part of that.
Genders are there?
172. It's hard to know, really. It's changing all the time.
So, your species is evolving that rapidly. Remarkable. Perhaps while you are sitting here, you will grow additional limbs or develop the ability to breathe underwater.
No, that's not what we meant.
It's too bad. So, what are these genders, and how do they function?
Function? I don't understand.
Why, yes. On my planet, the female gender is the giver of life, raising and nurturing our young, and preserving our civilization for eons to come, while the males mostly just mow our space lawns and make multiple trips to Space Home Depot.
What you're talking about is sex. Gender is something different.
Exactly. People can identify with genders different than their natal sex, or with none at all.
But why?
It's just the way we feel.
No! It was the way we're born.
Well, of course, a lot of times they don't realize how they were born until someone tells them. Someone like a teacher or social media influencer.
Oh, I understand. On this planet, there are people who are men, and people who are women, and people who are mentally ill. How many?
So that kind of hit it on the head, because even she wanted to stop him when he said, oh, it's just how we feel, because in all reality, it's only two genders. It's only two sexes. You're either a man or you're a woman.
Right.
And once you're born that way, you can't switch. It was another video I seen where they was talking about, like, he kept saying men don't menstruate. He's like, cis men don't menstruate. Like, no, men don't menstruate. Cis men don't. You can call it what you want. You can call them cis men, or the men is men. Men has never menstruated. That's why the little tampon machine is not in the goddamn man's bathroom.
Right.
If a man is menstruating, it's something that's going wrong, because why? Menstruation is what? When the eggs is switching or something like that?
I think it's when they gotta clean themselves. It's cleaning themselves. Cycle.
Yeah, it's like the cycle of the eggs, right? Yeah. This brother told me it's when they cleaning themselves.
Yeah, it's in the way. Yeah. It is.
It's like they're getting the waste out.
Yeah. They getting the waste out and getting new eggs?
Yeah.
All right. Is my mic on? I'm good.
Kind of like both, I believe. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't no fucking doctor, but
ain't either. But either way it goes, something's going on. There's something going on that us as men don't have to worry about.
No, sir.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, my mic was tripping. All right. Yeah, it's something that's going on that's with women, and us as men do not have to worry about. We don't have that situation going on. So if you bleeding as a man, then you need to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But as a woman, you just go get your tampons or whatever it is that you go get, and you plug or your patch. Either one.
The plug on
Pick one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
But it's like this: the imagination of the people or the support of these mental issues has gotten way out of hand, man.
Oh yeah.
Way out of hand. Hey, man, shout out to Zawap. He in the chat, man. We appreciate you. Comments, call-ins, shares, likes. Let's get all that. Highlights. My nigga Abawan in the building. You know, I'm surprised he just not getting here, but I'm not surprised he late because he always late. He said, don't none of know how a coochie work. Oh, don't none of y'all know how a coochie work.
That's a well.
He don't know how to.
Right.
He don't know how to create a flowing sentence. Don't none of know how a coochie work. Don't none of know how to make a sentence.
Right.
And then come in talking junk and fuck up his sentence. But yeah, man, where we at? Let me get the next video, man. Don't none of y'all know how a coochie work. What's wrong with this guy?
Brooks is dead. Statement from the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, says this senseless killing is outrageous and horrifying. 13 correctional officers and a nurse implicated in the incident are facing termination. What the hell do you mean termination? Why aren't they arrested now? It's on video. You know who it is. You've articulated it's 13 of them and a nurse. At the very least, where's the arrest of the officers we saw choking him, lifting him up by the neck, kicking him, hitting him with the shoe, punching him in his midsection and beyond, kicking him in the groin? Where are the arrests? Excuse my language. The fuck do you mean termination? Where's the arrest? Why are they not in cuffs? Why is there not a perp walk? Mr. Robert Brooks is dead.
You know what? I'm tired of the fake aggression.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
tired of the fake
was about
aggression.
to say that too.
13 police officers and a nurse drag a black man into a room in a precinct. They kick him in his groin, kick him in his stomach, pick him up by his throat, choking him out, beating him and torturing him until he was unalive. This is 13 YT police officers and a nurse who sat by and who clearly don't know her job, because I guess she was there to make sure they wasn't going overboard, and they went overboard. You know what I'm saying? So nobody here is good at their job. And all they were was fired. And you know what we do? We play the sad music. No justice, no peace, which is always going to be peace because you're not going to do nothing. Here he is trying to act so emotional about the brother passing, as he should be in reality for real. But he like, oh, excuse my French. But who the fuck? How are you stopping anger to say, wait, let me be politically correct and apologize for what I'm about to say already? Because that's all he's doing. It's fake aggression, and it's that lame threat is not working.
Can I take it furthermore than that?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Colin Kaepernick was doing the kneel because of police brutality?
Mm-hmm.
That brother was so pacified about what was going on, why he was taking a knee, and he should have been kicked out of the NFL for taking a knee. He didn't say nothing like how he feel right now.
No,
about this.
He wasn't pacified. He was muzzled.
Well, muzzle or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still standing on what I feel.
Well, when you say pacified, you gotta look at the meaning. You saying like he was soothed? You know, when you pacify, that's like a baby crying. You give them a pacifier so they can like calm down.
Okay, I see why you say muzzle, but I want to use like you said. I'm gonna just take what you said. Fake aggression.
Yeah.
Even though this is on a different platform, he could have still said his piece. He still could have said what the brother is doing is correct. What the brother is doing, what he's standing up for, is right.
Wait,
what's going on?
Who you saying? Who could have said that?
Stephen A. That was Stephen A.
Okay. So give me what you're saying.
We talking about the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Okay.
He was that fake aggression. He didn't say none of what he said or that fake aggression. He didn't have that same mentality
with Colin Kaepernick.
With Colin Kaepernick, with the same police brutality and why he was taking a knee.
And I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying. But see, this is very different. This is a black man being tortured on camera. This is Rodney King. Times 10. Yeah. Because he passed away. They beat him to death on camera. They took him into a private place and tortured this black man on camera. 13 officers. Until he passed away from his injuries and the torture. This is not taking a knee on the football field during the national anthem. That's like a little peaceful protest. This brother would never get the protest. He'd never get to speak out about what they did to him, but the video did. And guess what? Nobody cared. A man just got 470 some years for animal cruelty. 470 some years of being cruel to animals. 470 years. They were cruel to a black man and got fired. That's it. They was just fired. So the aggression there, the anger should be there. The anger, the real anger. You know who really angry about that? Us.
All right.
We the only ones that's gonna say, yo, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna speak out about it and I'm gonna stand on it for the rest of my life. Other people ain't doing that. Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can't compare what he did with Colin Kaepernick because that was just a kneel. I might give a damn about fuck the kneel.
No.
They beat him. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I get where you're going with that, but I want you to understand the extreme and the difference. This man was put in handcuffs, took into a private room, and they recorded him being beat and tortured until he stopped breathing. His heart stopped beating. He'd never see his family again. He'd never get a court date. They didn't allow him no justice. They took that man's life on camera. Mm-hmm. The video got out, and they just said, "You know what? We're gonna fire y'all." That's it. You could have just, in that case, I can get fired for just in my job. I paint the streets to mark assets. I can get fired for being 4 feet too far that way. You fired. That's what a black man life is worth. You just fired. Don't worry about it. Go get another job. Go be a firefighter. Can't be a cop no more.
No, they're moving to a different precinct in a different area.
Yeah, different precinct. Different. Thank you. You know, my nigga.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying. But yet, if you take a rabbit and pick it up by the ears and throw that motherfucker into the ground, life, animal cruelty, prison.
Throw away the key.
What is your life worth as a black person in America? It's like we got to do something different, man. Go ahead, Awaja.
And what you're saying is so correct, man. The oppressor care more about the dang on animals than he look at us as less than than a rabbit. Less than a rabbit, because all they ever did, like when we dealing with police brutality and them unaliving us, a thing of that, they always have some justification for it. They always have a sweep under the rug. You don't hear nothing about it. They just move the officer around. Nobody ever really gets justice. Once in a while, you'll get justice when they feel like they really just have to do something about it, just to shut us up. Let's shut them up. Go ahead and let's do that. Outside of that, we don't get no justice.
Yeah, and that's what's throwing me off, because like Abawan said, he said, I got fired for doing my job. Guess what? They got fired for doing their job. That's the police job, to keep you in order. And when you don't, they take it to the furthest limit. They can exact justice right then and there.
All right.
As you've seen. And nothing happens. You said you get more time for doing something to an animal than you do for a black man. That's because they take up for their own kind. They are animals.
Right.
Because we not doing that. We do that to each other because we starting to hate what our oppressors hate. We starting to just take on and blend in with them. Yeah. They hate us, we hate us. Right. They hate popcorn, we gonna hate popcorn. And that's just how it go. But in all reality, man, it's sad because your life is worth nothing. But we keep trying to blend with them. We keep trying to go to this Rastafarian Christianity, Islam. I want to love everybody. God don't love everybody. You can't love everybody. If you love everybody, you're hating somebody. It don't make sense. one people on this earth can't be tortured, and then you say you love everybody because you got to feel for the people that's tortured, or you feel for the people that's doing the torturing. You can't feel for both. If Awaya is torturing me, and I look at Barack and say help, he say I can't, man. I love Awaya too. Then you just showed me that you hate me.
Damn right.
You just showed me that you hate me. You love Awaya. Help me. I can't help you. Because guess what? If I see Barack being tortured, it's time for both of us to be unalived. That's just how it goes.
All right.
It's no more. That's why a man is like that with his family. You would tell your wife and kids, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. My ribs in right here. What I tell you about looking at people's cars when y'all beefing on the road? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because if they air this motherfucker out, then what?
Right.
What am I to do? What can I do? You know what I'm saying? So in all reality, it's like you just got to sit back and look at it, and then we as a people got to understand that your life is not worth much in this place. It's about time that y'all start listening to the niggas in the UPK, because we the only ones that's really telling you the truth. Relentless. You think it's hate. We really saying, nigga, get your shit together. Stop being a whore. Stop being a crackhead. Stop celebrating Christmas. Come up out of them completely.
Right.
And y'all think it's because we hate them. No, we really doing this because we love y'all. Simple as that.
They don't get that. That's the heaviest thing that they miss. We're not doing it because we hate them. We doing it because we love y'all. It's the love of you. And the only thing we really doing is, guess what? We telling the truth. It's not like we making this stuff up. It's not like what we saying ain't actually happening.
Yeah.
These things are happening to us. This ain't our imagination.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't something we just laid down and thought about and then just said, I'm gonna say this. No, these things are happening. Something wrong with my mic. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. The mic is sounding crazy or the headphones are sounding crazy.
Probably the headphones.
But yeah, that is the issue out there. But you know why you know why it's like that? It's because of exactly what you said earlier. Because they love the oppressor so much, they hate us.
Yeah, you gonna hate your own people. Christians hate black people.
They do.
They hate black children. And that sounds wild to you because you haven't stepped back and removed yourself from America to understand that. Why do I say Christians hate black people and Christians hate black children? Because when we join Christianity, we lose every time. They tell you the laws is done away with. If the laws is done away with, then that means I can unalive you and still go to the Lord and he's going to accept me.
Yep.
The Lord don't love everybody because he hates you.
Right.
Somebody can unalive you, and then when they unalive you and go to the church, they still gonna make it into the kingdom of heaven, according to the church. We don't agree with that. The Bible don't agree with that. The Most High don't agree with that.
Right.
All right. Abba once said Mike Vick went to jail. The white man only gets fired. That's what I'm saying. Mike Vick, they digging up dogs in Mike Vick's backyard. They was so outraged with Mike Vick, they sent his black ass to prison.
Right.
And it was not even no dead dogs.
Yo, it was dead dogs. Nigga, they was digging up dogs for sure.
I thought it was just all dogs.
No, that nigga backyard. Hell no. That nigga backyard was a pet cemetery. Yeah. You get charged for that when you working out, training, and placing bets on dog fights. Like for public view. So like if I say everybody meet up at my house, I'm about to have a dog fight. Y'all pay me money and place y'all bets. These dogs gonna fight. That's called dog fighting. That's dog fighting.
God.
And right there, you can get 100 years.
Good night.
If I bring a dog, you bring a dog, you bring a dog, we all could be charged for those dogs. That's 300 years. If they double it up and say animal cruelty and something else, they can double up your time. So that's 600 years.
Good night.
You kill a black man, fired. Go find another job because you got caught killing the black. You did it on camera. You got fired because you got caught on camera.
That's why they got fired, because they got caught on camera. They just gonna transfer them. They just transfer them someplace else.
I would want to say our mics is good. I think it's like when the heat turn on, it's starting to blend to us. It might be this good strong that we sipping. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the internet world sipping strong with us. But go ahead, watch it. My bad.
I just wanted to say, we'll touch back on something right quick when we was talking about loving the oppressor.
Yeah.
I just want to point out the effort that it goes into loving the oppressor. Think about it. They assaulting your kids, unaliving you, flood your community with drugs, put you in the ghettos. Think of all the hatred that they shows towards you. And then the effort it takes to, you have to ignore and overlook all of that just to love them.
Yeah, listen,
can I add to that?
Go ahead, add to it.
Loving your oppressor, that means you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, because Black folks don't want to have a moral compass. They don't want to have rules and laws that you can't do. They want to break every rule.
Listen,
they want to do everything. They want to join because we don't have to be accountable for nothing. Nothing for my
But
actions.
that's the thing. We are held accountable.
We are.
God is holding us accountable, and He's not holding them accountable.
God.
Why is that? Because the Lord loved us. That's why He
Yes.
punished us. We should be living better.
Definitely.
They just here to be a punishment to us.
Yeah.
As long as y'all want to make them your God, and don't say you don't. If you believe in abortions, that's your God. The white man is your God. That's why you believe in it, because you can't. Thou shalt not kill.
God.
You know what I'm saying? If you believe in Crips and the Bloods, that is your God. If you believe that God loves everybody, the white man is your God.
Right.
You can say he not and think he not, but your actions say that he is.
Yeah, interracial dating.
He's your God, and that's how you know. How you know? Because you accept stuff like that.
Statement from the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, says this senseless killing is outrageous and horrifying. 13 correctional officers and a nurse implicated in the incident are facing termination. What the hell do you mean termination? Why aren't they arrested now? It's on video.
I'm gonna stop it because I'm tired. His fake anger irritates me.
God.
The fact why we dedicated our lives to just being that way all the time, y'all be like, man, y'all hate. I got a white friend. You would trade on your people for your white friend.
God.
That's why you got one, because you a sucker.
You would trade on your people because over a dollar.
Man, I seen a nigga on Facebook in the comments that said black women, they'll give up the head, but a white woman, she gonna do it way better. Nigga, you would trade on your people for just if a white woman agreed to put her mouth on you. These niggas is weak.
You are disgusting.
That's what y'all hate when we say she should get a you want to feel safe. You want your kids to be safe. You want to be safe as a woman. Listen, you're gonna have to just understand that when men of the UPK is telling you what's what and checking you on something, it's because of your betterment. We try to better you. Get you a UPK man. I promise your life will change, because we are men of honor. We are men of morals. At the end of the day, we don't just go off our own. We go off the knowledge of our ancestors. This ain't just 30 years of knowledge, 40 years of knowledge. This is thousands of years of knowledge that we taking and we implement in our lives. We're not living off our feelings.
And
stop getting with these weak niggas and acting like it's all men. No, it's you and your choices. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And what the brother mean by that, your life will change. Your hair will start growing. You will stop having acne.
That's what you came with, brother? Acne?
Your teeth will start getting whiter.
Oh, why'd you get your man?
You will have a better diet.
I'm gonna let you go first. That way, when I go, you don't have to come. You ain't gonna be unalive no more. Your kids won't be molested. Your kids won't be beat to death. None of that stuff. And you won't get a dirty toothbrush.
All that too, though.
Wait,
all of that.
I wanted the nurse. You clarified that the nurse was hitting them too. That's just wild. That's why. Hey man, listen, Robert Brooks, man, listen. May he rise again in the kingdom. And may he have many slaves of the same race of the people that beat him. You know what I'm saying? May he have many of them. That video right there gets to me, because it's just like, it's a clear show that they hate you. They hate you. And they hate, our people nowadays hate to even hear you talk about the oppressor. They hate it. You talk about the oppressor, you just turn every ear away from you that's around.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it until it affects them.
And that's the problem. That's the problem.
You know their favorite line is it's not all of them.
It's not all of them.
It's not all of them.
Okay,
it's
well,
just
you
a
pick
few.
and choose. Just like y'all been trying to pick and choose with these Christian pastors, you pick and choose. But when you end up, I can find by next week. I'm gonna find video. I'm gonna show some videos where they sitting their kid off and they go into these little sleepovers and stuff with these little oppressive kids. They know they've been taught hatred since a long time. They're born unalivers. They're born that way.
Yeah,
and they talk that they're better than your kids, and you move to these neighborhoods think it's safer than the hood. No, in the hood, you know who dangerous.
Right.
It's the gangsters at the corner that's dangerous. It's the niggas down the street that's trying to fit the description of a gangster. They wear the uniform, they sag their pants, they wear their guns, and they out deep for no reason and doing all this reckless stuff. You can tell nowadays who on that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter the generation. You go into a younger generation, they wearing their ski masks, they try to fit the description. You find a couple little dudes that trying to fake and pump fake like they something they ain't, but you can always tell those type of niggas versus the ones that's not like that. But with them, you can't tell. They look like cheerleaders. They look like honor roll students.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They look clean cut, nice, smile. They will unalive your child, and they have done it at these little sleepovers. You can't trust them whatsoever. You play the game with yours. I ain't playing that game with mine.
Damn right.
And yes, we are racially profiling the oppressor.
Now we ain't. Yeah.
We should.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what you said about the brothers on the in the hood. Sometimes when I was growing up, though, they knew who to mess with on the block. Like even when you see everybody's hate Chris, oh you little
dude from across the street. Yeah,
like
they down the street.
Yeah, they not going to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? They might crack a joke on you here and there, but they not trying to rough you up and beat you up or nothing like that because they know who to mess with and who not to mess with.
That's Abba once said, "Tell Priest Big Pretty to calm down. His ribs must be white as his ribs teeth must be white as hell." Yeah, you heard him. We over here talking about all these atrocities that's happening. He telling some, come to the Lord. Your teeth gonna be white. You won't have pimples. Now, this nigga worried about being pretty the whole time.
Well,
you gotta. This nigga say, "Well, shit, I feel you, nigga. Shit, stand by it." That's the worst. I feel like if somebody held Barack down and said, it was like, "Yeah, nigga, give me all your money, or I'm gonna put a blemish on your face." That nigga give up his wallet.
That is scandalous.
Yeah, man.
Don't close that.
Yeah, just leave it. We don't want the noise. This brother from Ohio or something? Huh? Oh shit.
Careful, brother.
You say you from Saginaw? Okay, man. Nice to see you, bro. Shout out to you. But yeah, what time is it, man? We running over time? 6:30. We got some time. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and set up the stuff. We gonna keep going, man, because we got more videos, man. Hey, likes, comments, shares, all that stuff, man. Don't come in here if you're scared. If you're scared, I would say go to church, but don't go to church because they unaliving your kids in church. I don't want that to happen to nobody. Next video.
Hey.
All you motherfuckers are wrong. Go another way. Ain't no motherfucking pussy here today. Not today.
Not today.
Go get your pimp.
Little toothpick, little big girl. Get your butt in the car or something.
You got a house. You got somebody that loves you. Take your ass home. Take your ass home. I'm fucking it up for the world. Let me put him on mama, please. Why you putting him?
Girl, you look young as hell. What is you doing?
Oh.
That's exactly what the devil do. Burn your motherfucking soul the fuck up. I do. Ain't no pussy today, nigga. Go another way. Go another goddamn way. Ain't no pussy today, bitch. Not today, motherfucker. Stop doing that. Ain't no pussy.
First of all, let me tell you this. It ain't no. Let me get that sister a hand. Hold up. Because she's a mother out there fighting for her daughter who's out there prostituting on the street. And she can just go home. She can just go home. Now, mind you, she's some type of she's destroyed from something. I don't know what's going on in her life that made her leave home to go out there and prostitute on the street. For a mother who clearly cares, because she out there yelling at cars passing by, blocking traffic, saying she ain't gonna let her prostitute today. You need to come home, and she's saying stop. And then she looked up, seeing the camera, said, "Can you start recording my mama, please?" And realized she was prime time and started twerking like, "I don't care." Hey, and started twerk is when that camera came on. Once she realized that camera was on. As a father, if I ever in my life, and those who know me know I ain't playing, pulled up and seen my daughter on the street talking about she was selling, she getting punched on and threw in the car. I'm gonna put her to sleep like a Serta mattress, pick her up, put her in the car, and I'm gonna drive off. But at a certain age, is nothing much you can do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, never come home again. If it's like you gotta get them help, but I've seen cases where they gonna fight you tooth and nail, and you can fight all you want to, but at some point, you have to leave it in the Lord's hands. They're of the world, that you have to let them be of the world. But yeah, that girl right there look way too young. She look like she's still a teenager. As long as my responsibility, I'm putting hands to you. The oppressor made black people scared to chastise their kids. Now our kids getting out of control. Ask my kids. I put my hands on you right in front of anybody. Walk up and deck your shit right then and there. I don't care. Don't play with you. You get a lot of leeway with me with certain things, but if you push that button, it's on. Don't push that button. That's just me.
Lord be with you.
Lord be with them. That's who you're gonna have to be with, because jail time ain't scared me. Before I let my kid go out there and just self-destruct, they getting hands and feet, couple elbows and some knees too. But go, you got anything else? Y'all?
Oh, definitely. The mother was definitely on point of trying to reel her kid in for help. You know what I'm saying? The daughter is definitely far off by continually showing her behind in public, which is definitely disgusting. You know what I'm saying? I wish a lot of sisters would.
You sound like you're trying to be politically correct.
What you mean political? No.
You said what that sister is doing is definitely, and she's shorting her behind is definitely disgusting, and I don't like. I don't know what Barack this is, but I don't like it. All right.
The thing is,
you get one more chance, brother.
But the thing is, like, a lot of sisters don't know that even prostitution and doing these OnlyFans is the same thing. You're doing the same thing.
She's prostitute on the street. She's a streetwalker.
The streets and internet is the same thing, because brothers or sisters is paying to see you nude. They are seeing you nude.
Nope.
I'm telling you that. To me, in my eyes, that's the same thing.
When you a streetwalker, that car pulls up. You want to come with me? We can grab your gun. I'm gonna grab my gun. We gonna go hang out on Chalmers. And what's the end of our street? Rosemary. And you gonna find out a new lesson. They not paying to see you naked. They not paying to see you. They paying to lay with that girl. When that car pull up and she walk up to it, they not hoping to see her naked. That's the least of what they finna pay for. That's a strip club you talking about. Oh, that's OnlyFans you talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
But when they on them streets and that car pull up, no, when she jump in, it's time for action.
So it's not correlated in your eyes.
It's correlated in ways, but not the way you saying. It's all prostitution, but the streetwalkers is hardcore prostitute. Online, they get to look at you. They paying for you to do sexual things from a distance. When that car pull up, no, this is real. This is not a virtual world. There's an actual reality to it. There's other dangers to it.
Oh, definitely.
That car can pull up and she'll never be dropped off again. Not in the state that she was taken in. That's what I'm saying. Like what you're saying is, I'm not saying it's wrong at all. I'm saying that they not exactly the same. Both prostitution, yeah. You doing the sexual thing for money. That's even like what they call it, sugar daddies, sugar mamas. That's prostitution. Agreed. It's an agreed thing. Favor for favor, right?
Right.
But when you a streetwalker, anybody can pull up. You have to get them prices and get into the privacy of their car and they drive off.
Damn.
It's a reality check to that life that she's living that a lot of women don't make it out of at all. And she looked like she's about 17, 16. She's still an undeveloped girl.
Damn.
She's out there looking like a child. So guess who's going to pick her up? Those what's the acronym?
The ones that like to abuse children.
That nigga, that wasn't an acronym. That was a sentence.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of what they
your
call
rib just said it in class the other day. Lauren just said it in the class, huh? A MAP, minor attracted people, persons. They both start with a P. You know what I'm saying? That's who's gonna come get her. And guess what? They don't have to take her home.
Right.
They're gonna keep her. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, that life is something different. Her to be that young, you know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. Masha said Salakia the one. That girl learned that behavior at home without a father. Listen, nowadays, you say what? That's exactly what it is. That's what it already is. But somebody gonna kidnap you and force you to do it for them. But Masha, I can't all the way agree with that because when her mother is out there fighting. In today's time, your children are influenced by a lot of influences outside the home. A whole lot of influence. So the mother might not be into prostitution. From what it looked like, she is not into prostitution. She stopped traffic, and she telling her to come home. And you ain't nobody finna be doing that here. Ain't nobody finna be doing that there. You know what I'm saying? It could have been, it's a learned behavior, but who knows? You got social media, you got school, you got all types of stuff that kids see nowadays, and they try to imitate that.
If I could, sir, I think what he meant was, I'm pretty sure that since the father's not there, it was the pimp to get her to get some type of validation from.
A pimp?
That pimp.
It was a pimp in there?
Well, it was no pimp, but that's how a prostitution goes.
Oh, she got a pimp. Somebody that pimped her. That father figure, the Masha thing is not wrong. It's partially right. I ain't gonna say at home because I'm quite sure that pimp didn't walk in the house. She met that pimp on the street. That pimp is the father figure that she was looking for. That's what it is. So I get what you're saying. I'm glad you cleared that up, Brock. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. Waj over there, man. You know he'll doze off. You gotta watch him.
Nah.
I want to paying to hit and leave. He knows something about that. I want to know that child has no fear of her mama, none at all, Masha. No fear of her mama whatsoever. Sister Asha says, "Wow, terrible. No respect for herself. Her mother is trying to stop her and make her go home. Yeah, she had to come home. She's like, no, get out of here. Right. You embarrassing me. She worried about being embarrassed. Listen, man.
Embarrassed.
Listen, man. What time is it? We might not get all the way through it, man. It's almost 7. Y'all want to push 5 minutes out for another video?
Let's do it.
Bark, y'all?
Definitely.
Oh, you said definitely. I heard you say something. Okay.
Get out of the car. Turn around. Put it in park. Turn around. No. Believe it. Get out. Believe that. I'm gonna kill you. Get out. Sit down. My kid is gonna get my kid ain't gonna stop that car. I can park. My kid. I got to get my kids in the car. I'm trying to get my daughter to the hospital. My daughter grind. I'm trying to get my daughter. Man, you don't ruin it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my daughter. That ain't how you do that, Dolph. It was a simple call. Get on your feet. Get on your feet. I'm trying to get up. Man, I tried to stop you from speeding. Man, I'm garbage, man. I'm trying to put my daughter's feet. I tried to stop. Get out of the car.
Now, I'm gonna tell you why this irritated the shit out of me. Because he's yelling. For one, he's getting out the car with his hands up, but the car moving. He's trying to stop the car. It's clear he's trying to stop the car. Right. They so worried about making an arrest that he like, my kids is in the car. The car is still moving. He's outside the car. They won't allow him to stop the car. The car is down the street. They still worried about arresting him. Then he's like, I'm trying to get my daughter to the hospital. You know he ain't lying because he don't even sound like he's that intelligent. Mm-hmm. You can hear the way he's talking. It don't sound like the brother's the most intelligent person on the earth. And they not worried about it. They more, you don't run, man. He wasn't running. He's trying to get his daughter to the hospital. You know what happens in the case? The police job is to protect and serve. Right. Protect and serve. That's what it's supposed to be. Right. That's what it used to say on their badge and stuff. To protect and serve. They not protecting nor serving us. They worried about right. You don't run, man. You don't. He ain't stopped to say, what's wrong with your daughter? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get my daughter to the hospital. What's wrong with her? What's happening? Okay, tell me, let's escort him to the hospital. They ain't do none of that. They didn't. They just worried about it. Get on your feet, get down, sit down, put the handcuffs on him, man. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Nah, bro. Nah, dog. That ain't how you do it. They don't care about our people. He's trying to get his daughter to the hospital is what he's saying. He's not running from you. Hence the fact that he stopped the car. He's so in a panic that he forgot to put the car in park. He jump out with his hands up. The car take off. He try to run back and stop the car. You say stop. He stopped, put his hands up, look back, see the car with his kids in it. He's running back to the car. He says, stop. Listen, his car is fucking moving and his kids in the car. What part of it don't you understand? They have no remorse for our kids. Nope. What the scripture say? They regard neither the young nor the young. They don't care. Mm-hmm. They don't care about it at all.
Or just paraphrasing their gates. What the gates of their Salakia?
They ain't the one.
Well, we don't have no protection. That's what I'm trying to go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's more so about the oppressor not caring though.
That's what it is.
When they say the gates languish,
yeah.
And see, you making me have to take off my hat. I like my hat, brother. Take this off, uncover my head. But the gates thereof language just mean our people, like Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is the oppressor. They regard neither the young nor the old. They're like a crouch. They like a, what did it say? Like a crouching tiger or something, waiting. You know what I'm saying? It's like they waiting to see our destruction, man. And this shows. But let's go ahead, man. We got to end. Is any closing remarks?
Because if I just made right quick on that, what they was doing.
What is she doing?
Again, like
Casey, sit your butt down.
What you saying is so.
Can you stop hugging my kid, nigga?
What you saying is so correct because they don't care. Because think about him, he's speeding. He's saying you don't run away from us. He said, "Oh, my daughter."
Yeah.
They didn't think to say, "Oh, now you go from arrest to like check to assess the situation."
There you go.
Everything changes. It. You still had it's two of y'all. One could have stayed with him. The other could have checked on the kid. They didn't want to do that. They didn't. What if she was in there having a heart attack, a seizure, anything could have been going wrong with her. They did not care.
And
they do not care.
You know why you would never fit into America, Waja? Because you're not some brutal beast.
Yeah.
You have remorse for people.
You got a conscience.
That seemed like common sense to us. Me as a cop, and I see you speeding, I pull you over and you stop the car. Hey, man, stop your car. Stop your car. You already pulled over. Clearly, you ain't trying to run no more.
Clearly.
Okay, my kid, I need to get my daughter to the house. Oh, what's going on with your daughter? She's this, and that. Get in the car, man. We going to escort you. Next time, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. That's what they would have did with their people. But guess what? Those kids don't matter to them.
Nope. Oh, and you black.
And you black.
They ain't even acknowledge when he said something was wrong with his daughter.
That's not the way you do it. No, dog. And then you see the people that look like him. That's why I say they start to bleed blue. Hold up, let's keep it down. Let's not. I can't really tell who yelling. I think that's you. What was you saying? They didn't care at all that the car rolled. He did eventually say, "Go stop the car." Notice the two people he giving orders to look like us,
Right?
But they blew.
Yep.
Once they blew, they in the club. They in the He-Man's Black Man Hater Club.
Oh yeah, you an Oreo. You an Oreo.
Man.
You black on the outside.
Now watch it. Now watch it. Get
And
your
white in the
man.
inside.
Why you keep letting him say stuff like that? He's not an Oreo.
Do you understand what I mean? That's a
I don't
metaphor,
want to listen,
brother.
man. This has been the Word to the Unwise podcast, and we out of here, man.
Okay,
I'm gonna end the show, man. Because what you.
You know this, you set you free.
Born to raise the dead, this ain't rap, this shit education. Feel like David Ruffin had to walk away from my temptation. Steady elevating with every step, I guess I'm escalating. Still this Mac hit you like a truck, if it escalated. Silly niggas wearing buckets, trusting in emancipation. We need separation, cause your Howard ordained segregation. I be teaching the teachers, and seeking the seekers. We in the game, these fake groups be all in the bleachers.
It feel good to get set free. Home of the truth, the place where I'd rather be. I'ma do it right and they ain't taking back streets. Hardcore warfare, this is life of a priest. And we don't bow down to our enemies. And if they hated Christ, then call me Chris, cause they gon' hate me. It behoove you to listen for your safety. I don't swear to God, but this shit ain't safe, B. The earth was given to the wicked, can't you fucking see? Get everything for the truth, count your life cheap. Married to the game, the truth is my wifey. That shit forever, nigga, that's how life be. They was nevers with us, blood type, AB. All bitch, nigga, that's all I see. The devil's destination gon' be slavery. Real Jew, nigga, the kingdom was made for me.